Yo, what's up with you guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Tubeline. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. It's been so long since I've been in this position right here saying these exact words, and I do apologize for that, guys. I mean, I'm probably over the last 4 or 5 months, I've been uploading maybe 1 or 2 videos a month. And to be real with you guys, man, I've been doing a lot. I've been doing a lot of things, and I've been really focused on the business. I'm gonna have another video coming out in a couple of days, maybe anywhere from 4 to 7 days, kind of just discussing a little bit of the things that I've been working on, why I've been gone. But I don't want this to be an apology video, just because I've been so busy and I've been focusing on the business aspect, and I haven't really been spending enough time on this, which I really believe I should be. But anyways, I'm here now. We're gonna keep this interesting, and what I have here is a business plan. And the business plan, I know it's just a whole bunch of words you guys may not understand, but this is for a barbershop. And I know a lot of you guys are becoming barbers, are barbers, want to open barbershops. Maybe you guys even open barbershops. If you guys own a barbershop, I would love for you guys to go down below in the comments and let me know what in this business plan I am missing. Because although I do have a business plan and I'm going to share it with you guys today, it is not 100% accurate. It's just kind of the things that I found, and I would love to give you guys a head start if you haven't really thought about it yet. But I personally still have more to learn, and I seek mentorship, and so I'm actually looking and have people that are helping me, and the people that are doing this that have gave me advice and the things that I'm going to work on. And so we're going to kind of just get straight into it. So this is basically how you can open a barbershop. I'm going to give you guys the startup and then the operating costs. So there's what this business plan, it isn't a plan on how to grow it. Specifically, it's just the expenses versus the income that you're going to receive in your barbershop. And opening up your first one is going to be the toughest one, because you have to learn the business, you have to do all that stuff, and growing the income is going to be your hardest part. But the most important thing is to at least start and get into that direction, and you're going to learn things on the way, and you're going to continue to try to learn, and so it's just a matter of getting to there. And so, like I said, before we get too long into this, we're going to go ahead and start it off, and we're going to put numbers on the screen right here so that you guys can actually understand what these things are going to be. Basically, to start off this, you're going to have to have a clear understanding of what you're going to call it. And so you're going to need to find the name, make sure it's available, and you're going to have to come up with a fictitious name, which with right now, I believe it's about $45. And then you got to get a business tax license, which is should be another $50, so it's already $95. And then you're going to want to get your lease agreement. So what the lease agreement is basically, unless you're buying the building, which is a whole different aspect, assuming that you guys are just leasing the property, you can negotiate this. So don't get discouraged on how much it may cost. Like you can negotiate free rent for a certain amount of time to grow the business or whatever. Like commercial property is very different from residential. So if you guys have not done this, make sure to learn your negotiation skills and to negotiate, because this is very negotiable. But make sure you're on the upper hand, because always when you're negotiating, the person who needs it least is always at the upper hand. So make sure you're in a position where you have many options and you're not struggling, okay? So you guys don't want to rush this decision when you're opening up a barbershop. But you're going to have to get a lease agreement. You're going to make sure that you're going to rent for it. Right now, my target is anywhere from $2,200 to $2,700, and it's because I want a bigger property that is going to, that I can fit more chairs in, because I understand the more chairs I have, the more profitable I'm going to be able to be. And so for me, $2,200 to $2,700 is my target. Whether we kind of get through there, we're going to really see. The reason why it's very wide is because I'm not 100% sure whether I want, the minimum I want is at least 12 chairs. The max, I'm not going to put the max, but realistically, the max I'm going to put is probably like 15 chairs. And you got the supplies, so getting the towels, what else? The toilet paper. You have the paper towels to, for them to dry their hands. What else do you have? You have like the sweepers. I write all them here, but you're getting an idea. Get everything. You're probably going to buy it in bulk. It's probably going to cost you, $250 to $300 depending on what it is. Like I said, it could be more, it could be less, depending on how much you guys are using. And in order to even get into the lease itself, you want to make sure that you're working on your credit score. And so your credit score is very important. So you need to make sure you get a credit card and make sure that you handle it responsibly. And that's one of the most important things you're gonna need in order to kind of get to where you're trying to get. And so make sure your credit score is always on point, because it's going to aid you in multiple different aspects, but specifically in leveraging. Make sure your credit score is good. Make sure you're building it. Start that as soon as you can. So if you're hoping to open a barbershop in the next couple of years, make sure you start now. Like as soon as you can, open up a credit card and make sure you handle it responsibly. There's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to manage your credit score well. And as soon as I'm educated more on the topic, I'm going to give you guys some advice. At the moment, all I do is currently put some expenses on my card and pay it off in full every single month. That way I'm not charged any interest. The best credit score to get the best loans and everything like that. That way you can really leverage other people's money and build wealth as fast as you guys can. You're going to have to open up a website. Make sure you have a website. You're going to open Yelp. You want to have a Yelp account. You want to also have a business bank account. Make sure everything flows through the business bank account, and then pay yourself or pay the expenses out of it. You want to make sure your personal and your business your personal finances and your business finances are completely separate. You don't want those mixed at all. They need insurance. And that I'm not 100% sure on the number, but I always try to stay higher, because right now I'm like prospecting. I have no idea what real prices are, so I'm kind of on the high end. But somebody had mentioned you can get insurance for like $200 to $300 depending on who you're leasing the property. They're gonna have standards for you to have, and you're gonna talk about the chairs. So starting up the chairs, I'm probably really only gonna open up with 5 chairs at max. Even though I plan to open a bigger shop, I don't want to open up with all the chairs, because the barbershop isn't generating income. There's no need to spend that money yet. And so once the barbers come in, then I'll add the more chairs, because that's when I'll need them. But as far as at the beginning, there's no point. So that's probably going to be another $5,000 for 5 chairs. Have the mirrors. And so assuming for only those 5 that we open up, maybe 7 or 8 mirrors for the 5 that are there, and that's gonna probably cost us, assuming it's $100 every mirror, that's probably gonna cost us another, maybe $700 or $800. Maybe 2 or 3 TVs, realistically 3, assuming each one is selling for like $200. That's gonna be another $600 right there. All right, and then you're gonna have a social media account. Make sure you're doing this. Marketing is extremely important. You want to market on all types of different, advertising is going to be one of them, so you got to make sure you guys budget for that. And as far as like the tile, it depends on how you guys want to make it. I assume, probably depending on how you do it, yet I think I want to have, countertop and then those drawers, because that's what I have in my barbershop and I really enjoy it. Probably for the flooring and the countertop and things like that, that'll probably run me anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, depending on how we do it, whether I do things myself or not. So that'll be another expense. That is going to be expensive, but that's kind of a rough estimate. That I'm not 100% sure. So don't take 100%. Don't say like, oh, that's for sure only going to cost me 5 to 10. Do your research, just as I'm going to start to do mine. The furniture, like meaning the waiting area, you want to make sure it's very comfortable and have plenty of seating. So that'll probably cost on the furniture another $200, maybe $250. So count that as well. And so after kind of all those expenses, I'm probably missing some because I didn't actually have the whole thing written down. I do have it on a different one. But that's how much you guys are looking at. It's going to be on the screen right here. I'm sure there's other expenses, and I hope I'm not missing, but those are basically the ones to just open up the barbershop. I do plan to have an air compressor, which I think is going to be another $800. And yeah, so I think I got it all. I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure there's a lot missing. The next step is going to be, that's kind of just the startup cost, to see how much you can do it on that. But now we're going to go into the monthly cost. Once you have opened the barbershop, once you've spent that money to open it, which is the easy part, now you need to get into the part of really operating it month to month. And so you can see what your profit is going to be. Like how much you guys, so this one is on my monthly expenses. So this one was kind of just the things it was a little bit of both, of operating it and how to open it. But this one specifically right here is the expenses on your month-to-month basis. So we'll say $2,700 is what we're gonna rent for. I budgeted here for the insurance is gonna be around $250 a month. The SDG&E, that varies, but I put anywhere from $350 to $500 a month. And then you got your phone line. That's gonna be $80 a month. Like I said, I'm high on a lot of these because I'm not 100% sure. Some of these are cheaper, some of these are a little more because I'm doing more research. But like I said, I'm gonna update this business plan and make it very detailed. The water, you know, that's more like the water bill and stuff like that, and that's probably going to be another $100. Then you have the internet, which I assume is probably going to be another $100. And then you have the janitorial. So because this is monthly expense, I'm going to put $400. And what I hope to do is I'm going to have these people come every week to clean, and every week I want them to come and wash the towels that we end up buying. Get like NFL subscriptions, the fights, things like that. For a monthly subscription, I put roughly about $100 a month. And then we got like the water, like the service like water, like for people to drink. And beer, I think I want to offer beer just because my barbershop does at the one I'm currently at, and a lot of my clients enjoy it. So, and this is optional, but what I think I'm going to implement is a booking system. I know my barbers can have their own, or I can incorporate my own, but depending if I choose to do it or not, that'll be another $100 a month. And then believe other than marketing, because marketing it can be high or low, but at the beginning you were probably going to spend a lot of money on marketing, like the just all those different aspects. So that I haven't incorporated that. So this is without marketing. I'm not really sure what my budget is for marketing yet. I kind of need to learn about all that stuff. But if you guys do not know what marketing is basically you paying for advertisements to get it to your target. And right now I'm learning about who my customer is. And so I need to know who my customer is before I can even market to them. From this point, that is just specifically expenses. And I know you guys may be discouraging, like, oh my God, this is a lot of money. And yes, that is true, it is a lot of money. But now we're gonna get to the exciting part, the revenue, the money we're gonna actually get back. And keep in mind, this is assuming when everything is completely busy. I suspect it'll take me at least a whole year, a year plus to even get all my chairs filled. Realistically, it'll probably be 1.5 to 2 years where all my chairs are filled. And at the beginning, it'll be like extremely cheap for booth rental. So the first couple months will really be all my money going to paying all these expenses. To kind of understand that you're not going to bring revenue right away, probably not for the first 6 months. You can really bet on the fact that in the first 6 months, you're probably going to not make you're not going to make any money. You're going to have to it's actually going to be the opposite. We're going to be paying every dollar that you're used to getting, you're going to have to pay to, the barbershop. And so, which is perfectly fine because you have a big dream, you have the vision, and you're going to get it to where you want to get to. It's just going to take a lot of time and hard work. The exciting part, if you have anywhere from 12 to 15 chairs, booth rental is $250 a week. That is $1,000 every single month. Which actually is a little bit more than $1,000 a month because there's 52 weeks out of the year. So it's 12 to 15 chairs. On the low end, you're gonna make, because I'm one of the barbers, if I have 12 chairs, I'm only getting 11,000 because I'm not one of them. And this actually doesn't even count the managers. So this is gonna be actually a little bit less, which is something that I need to update because the managers, I'll probably have 2 managers and both of them will probably get half off whatever the booth rental is. Like I said, on the low end, I'll make 11,000 every month once all of my chairs are filled. Like I said, this will probably take anywhere from 1.5 to 2 years. My goal is going to be to do it within the first year. The high end, assuming we have 15 chairs, the revenue will be 14,000. Like I said, excluding myself because I'm not getting any booth rental from the income that I'm creating because I'm the owner, and so there's no revenue there. And that's specifically through booth rental. So that's really, you hit a cap. You can only make that much money maximum once you have all your chairs filled. And the only way to really increase the top line is for your specific business to add extra either sell products, like an ATM machine. I definitely want to open up an ATM, have my own ATM in the business, and have that create, it'll have like a little probably $2 or $3 service fee. So every time somebody uses that, that'll create revenue for the business. And the third, like I said, on the products, I'm not really sure what those two will create. like the revenue they'll bring in. So they just have question marks right now. And so they will bring revenue, I just don't know how much yet. And so that's kind of having to figure out how much it costs to buy the product, how much are we selling it, and things like that of that sort. So I don't have a specific number, so I'm really only right now using my booth rental as the numbers at the moment. Assuming, you know, it's a 12-chair shop, the profit on the low end, that all my expenses on the low end, I'll probably net, meaning every single month, roughly $6,670 when everything's filled, or on the high end, meaning when all of my expenses are lower than what I project them to be, I should make anywhere from $7,320, so $7,320 right there. And assuming I have a 15-chair shop, on the low end, meaning all my expenses are very high, I'm gonna make $9,670 every single month. Assuming everything's filled. On the high end, meaning things are cheaper than what I originally thought they would be, it's going to be anywhere from $10,320. And so that's kind of the profit margins owning a barbershop from a 12 to 15 chair shop. But remember, guys, the biggest factor is your rent. That's going to be one of your biggest expenses, and all the other little stuff you can kind of, you know, play with. But that is kind of my idea, and that's kind of my business plan so far. And it's like, let me know what you guys think. If you guys own a barbershop, man, what am I missing? What expenses are hidden that I don't even know? I know insurance, I did cover that, but there's other things like I'm just forgetting them right now, but I know there may be a little bit more. And my goal, I'm putting this out there to kind of inspire you guys to kind of understand a little bit what this business may entail, and what you guys, you know, how profitable it may really be. And secondly, is because I want you guys, I want, you know, criticism. I want feedback. Like, tell me, you know, if you guys have barbershops, let me know, man. What am I doing that isn't, that I'm not accounting for, that may be an expense? Is some of my expenses too high? Is some of my expenses too low? Just let me know. And I'm definitely open for criticism. I want to learn more, and that's the reason why I'm continuously trying to further my education. And the reason I'm even bringing this out is to inspire you guys to do something similar like I am. But yeah, that is my business plan. I honestly have a lot to work on. I haven't even opened the shop yet. I don't plan to until at least another year or two. But right now we're just getting everything ready. I'm getting ideas, and I'm constantly working on this. So this is constantly being updated for me. This is the first business plan I've made, and I'm kind of excited about it, so I wanted to bring it to you guys. But yeah, I know this was a kind of a long video, but I hope this provided any value, man. If it really did, please share it. Please hit the subscribe button and make sure to like it. That would really, really help. And like I said, man, if this helped you in any way, please share it across all your platforms. And I mean, it would really mean a lot to me. But as far as that goes, I'm gonna stay on the lookout, man. I'm gonna upload a lot more content. I'm gonna stay very consistent. I really need to lock in because I love this channel. I know what I intended for it, and the whole goal was to document my journey until just my life in general. And these past 5-6 months, I haven't really documented much. And so I'm gonna kind of add little story times into things that may have happened in my career. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. Video suggestions, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for even sticking in this video, man. I really appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day. Have a great one. It's Too Bleen. Stay happy. Smile. Peace.